Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be the first in my series of POV drives for the vehicles here inside the shop. And last video I talked about doing that. I've been talking about doing this for a long time actually, but I mentioned that I was going to start doing that and got a lot of positive feedback. A lot of people said they were looking forward to that. So it's time to start. And basically my plan is just to come out with the POV camera on so you guys won't have to see me in any of these future videos, and I'll just do kind of a walk around of the car, talk a little bit about the car, my history with the car, a few things on the car, and then jump right in, take you guys for a ride, put you behind the wheel so that you can experience all of these vehicles that I have for yourself. So yeah, I'm gonna get started, and the first one I'm gonna get started with is this vehicle back here. But before I jump in the Plymouth and take you guys for a ride on that one, let me just run you through the shop really quick so you can see what to look forward to. We have a 1958 Plymouth Silver Special, which I will do a little walk around. Now in 1958, the Silver Special was a special offering by Plymouth. It started at a base price of $1,958, and you could basically get this car in any trim package you wanted. You could get it in a 2-door. Let's walk over here. You could get it in a 4-door. You could get it with a 6-cylinder, an 8-cylinder, 2-speed, 3-speed automatic. The only constant was the top. The tops were all silver, but the body color could be any color that Plymouth offered for that year. And it came with that special trim down each side, which made it very specific. This particular car is a California car. It was born in California, has stayed in California all its life. It has 86,000 and some change original miles. And I will pop the hood. As you guys can see, it is very original. Nothing's been done to this car. Motor, transmission, nothing's been broken into. Nothing's been rebuilt. When I got it, I just basically did some brake work, or I should say had some brake work and suspension work done, put tires on it, new battery, plugs, wires, hoses, fluids, and since I have just driven it. Now the interior's been redone, and it does have one paint job on it. I had to do a little bit of searching around for some trim pieces that needed to be replaced. But yeah, other than that, let's take this bad boy for a drive. This car has always started really, really well for me. Starts right up. It will idle up there until it's warmed up enough, and then it'll just idle right down. But great running car, very consistent. It has not let me down yet, and I've owned the car for about 12 years. It does everything I asked it to do, and I have no complaints at all. So you guys can see the old push button transmission. I'll put it in reverse there. Let the brake off and back on out. So this car is just a very nice cruiser. It is definitely one of the nicest riding cars that I own. It's smooth, it's comfortable, but it has no power steering. It has no power brakes. It is a single master cylinder. So when you hit the brakes, the first time at least, after being cold, after sitting for a while, it will kind of send you in one direction or the other. You just have to be prepared for that. Probably wouldn't trust these brakes in like a really serious lockup situation. I mean, they'll slow you down. I've had to hit them a couple of times, and they will shut the car down pretty nicely. But you know, it's nothing like modern brakes, nothing like modern steering, modern power plants. I mean, it's a 1958 vehicle. It's old. It's 64 years old if I'm doing my math correctly. But it just impresses me with the way it drives, the way it handles. You know, a lot of people ask me, why didn't I get a 2-door? Quite honestly, it was very difficult to find a two-door in my price range at the time. I didn't want a four-door. I would have preferred to have a two-door, but this was available and the price was right. And I'm really happy that I bought it. It is a car that I do not have any plans to get rid of. You're all good there. Even if I found a two-door and decided to go that route, I would still keep this car. This car was used in mine and my wife's wedding. It's a keeper. I said I've had it for a long time. Next to my 65 C10, I've had this vehicle the longest out of any vehicle. And with the 2-speed automatic, it's, you know, doesn't really like freeway speeds. Right now it says we're doing about 55. We're probably doing more like 50. But I can take it down the freeway, and I have before. It holds the road very nicely, even though it does have a lot of play in the steering wheel. Typical old car, that's just the way it was. But in '58, this car was considered very high tech. The signals are not self-canceling, so I have to remember to cancel those whenever I make a turn. Gauges are very basic. And that's about it as far as get up and go and power. I'm not all the way on the floor. It does have a little bit more, and if I wanted to put like a 4-barrel carburetor on it, I could do some things and make it faster, but you know, this is my cruiser car. I'm happy to take this out, just cruise around the back roads, cruise into town, do whatever. It's just a nice driving, comfortable car. And you don't see a lot of these Plymouths out there. They're very, very rare, getting more and more rare all the time. So there you have it, the very first in the POV series. Probably the least exciting car, one of the least exciting cars I'll take you guys for a ride in. So it will get better. There's some other fun stuff as you saw in the very beginning. But this is one of my forever cars. This car I won't get rid of, I won't sell. I don't see it ever going any place. Like I said, it was in my wedding. I've had it for a really long time. And it's just such a cool car with such a cool story. It's rare. I know everything about it. I know the two owners before me, or I don't know them personally, but I know it had two owners before me. So I don't see this car ever going anywhere as long as I'm alive. Yeah, I hope you guys like this. I hope you guys like the POV series. If you have any thoughts to make it maybe more interesting or more special or what have you, please let me know. But I do plan to start doing this, so I'm gonna work through the videos and work through the vehicles. I will throw other things in between, so this is not just going to be just like this for the next 6 months or what have you. I will throw other things in there, but yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you like it. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. PO Box, Instagram in the description below. Guys, God bless. Take care. Have an absolutely amazing day.